Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. What do we, the people, need to know? That's the reading for this time. So, let's see, without further delay, what information it is that the Most High wants us to know at this time. We, the people. So, Most High, if there's anybody trying to interfere with this reading, and of course, there is, please block them so we can receive the messages that you brought us here to receive. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your people. We thank you. Who gonna run this town tonight? Creator. Alright, anything else? The Creator is gonna run this town tonight. The Creator and his delegates, I said we are. Yeah, I tell you we are. This is what I'm like in real life. I don't give a fuck. This is how I'm so cute. You see when you do that, you do that ugly face, you do all kind of weird shit with your hair, like that's actually exercise. You should try it. Who's gonna run this town tonight? God has a lot to say, boy. Sheesh. Well, it's gonna be one of those, my people. It's gonna be one of those. We're gonna be here for quite a while, so I want you to go get your tea and your snacks, or just slip in your earphones and listen. Okay? You know, when I got things to do and my favorite readers make long readings, I'm like, oh, thank God. Because it's like some great and useful entertainment while I do my work. and I just whiz through because I don't have to actually be bored concentrating on what I'm doing, you know. Yeah. So it's like killing two birds with one stone. So thank you very much to my content creators that bring me relevant information. Oh. Whew. Yeah. Looks like it's a spiritual one. So far, it doesn't look governmental. I was hoping for a governmental one, you know. Because there's a lot of shit going on in the world right now, allegedly. Okay? I don't know what the hell is going on because I'm hearing a lot of reports, but I'm hearing people talk about things, but I'm not seeing actual video footage in a time when mobile phones are so very popular. Almost everybody and their dog has a cell phone. Okay? Two more decks I can feel. So let's see. Oh my. Oh my, I think I might have spoken too soon. This is the what do you call him? Geo. That's my geopolitical deck with places. Oh my god. Oh, okay, keep calm. Carry on. Interesting. And then God finishes off with the angel. I think it's a. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a love deck. There's always a method to God's madness. So, without further ado, let me fix myself. Get comfortable. Let's see. Yes, love. 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 I just make a plan and retreat. Yes, love. 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 Yes, yes, love. Yes, love. Yes, love. That's how you follow instructions. Alright guys, so at the bottom of the deck, first thing we got is claim your art. So shit. Who dealt it, smelt it, deal with it. That's what God is basically saying. That's how God is starting out this. What do we the people need to know? Take responsibility, take accountability. If you did it, whether it was out of fear, whether it was out of curiosity, whether it was out of being giving your allegiance to anybody, family, friend, work, whatever, you did it. Period. We don't really care what your excuse is. You did it. You chose to do it. So claim whatever it is, because you don't have a choice but to claim it, because there's no way to run from karma. Okay? Whoever encouraged you, they will get theirs, obviously, but you also will get yours. That's the message. Hang on. Let me get my hands ready. Yeah. And when I say you, trust me, it includes me too. Because for me choosing to stand up so strong, me dealing with fumes and shit like this, these are my consequences. Okay? It doesn't matter that I'm standing up for my freedom. I don't get a free pass. I have to suffer the consequences of the choices that I make as well. Okay? I choose to be a free woman. I choose to be a woman of God. I choose to be a woman who respects right and try to enforce righteousness in my life. Okay? So, whatever the backlash is, I have to claim that shit. That's just how it goes. Okay? So when I say you, don't think that excludes me. So if you want to be a woman or man of the dark, or a woman of man, or a woman or man of the light, you need to claim the consequences of your choices. Alright? And like I always tell you people, choosing the darkness, the way is hard. Choosing the light, the way is equally hard. So just pick your poison and keep going. And if you feel to change, pick your other poison and keep going, because we are allowed to change. You know, if you want to become a person of the darkness, you can do that if you want to. And if you want to become a person of the light from the darkness, you can do that if you want to. Okay? But just claim whatever domino effect that has. You just have to deal with it. Hey, God is cheeky today. But it's true though. I see why. I'll share it with you guys in a moment. See if there's anything else. Alright. Yeah. Alright. So claim your art. Take responsibility for whatever choices you make in life. And here, God, let go and enjoy. Let it go and enjoy the ride. It doesn't really matter what the ride is like. You already chose it. You're already on the ride. You have to see the ride through. You can't jump off in the middle. Okay? I mean, you can, but that simply means going back to the beginning. That would probably mean being deleted and having to start over from baby. Okay? So you can either progress or you can start over. So let go and enjoy and make necessary sacrifices. So that's talking about what do we need to let go of. Okay? There's a lot of things that some of us, well, each of us need to let go of different things. Some of us need to let go of an unwillingness to trust. Some of us need to let go of anger. Some of us need to let go of money. Some of us need to let go of our position and status. Some of us may need to let go of family, friends, colleagues, romantic partners. Some of us need to let go of beliefs. So you're already in it. What do you need to let go of to make this ride smooth as possible? Okay? It's like sometimes when we make decisions, it has effects that we didn't expect. So this is that type of situation. God is like, just let it go. Okay? I know you didn't want to lose that person. I know you didn't want to have to change that. I know you love your money and your freedom to go wherever you like and have whatever you like, but you can't have this and have that. You're gonna make your way hard. So I'm advising you. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but I'm advising you. Just let it go. You never know what's gonna come next. Seek hidden treasure. Choose to trust the process. It's okay. Sometimes you gotta start from the bottom again. Yeah. The underlying issue, we got face your shadow. So your shadow would be talking about those parts of you that are capable of holding you in an energy or at a phase or stage of your life that God is trying to get you to move on from. It's like it's already done. Leave it. Just move forward. What's next? So face your shadow, admit your vulnerabilities. Very much so. That makes sense. Because it's like without certain people in our life, without certain things in our life, without certain beliefs in our lives, we end up at a stage of our development where it's like, so who am I now? What do I do now? How am I going to get that help now? Yo, God got you. That's what God is trying to say here. Just let it go. So admit your vulnerabilities and actually go for your dreams. So your dreams would be those things that you actually want in your life. Because the reason why you made these choices in the first place is because you're going after something. But going after that something or someone, it made you lose things or people that you didn't expect to. Now you have to let go, or it added things to your life that you didn't expect to be added to your life. So now just get on with it. You're okay. Okay? Go for your dreams and reach for the stars. Yeah. So bring out the best in you. Just do the damn thing. Okay? And count your blessings. Because they're blessings. If you choose to be true to what is in your, because basically going for your dreams is like following your purpose, isn't it? Because if you're being true to yourself and you come up with an idea, it's because it's from your soul. It's from the depths of you. It's from the authentic part of you. So if you choose to follow that path in your life, then you're gonna get your blessings. Even though the path is full of challenges, you're going to ultimately get to your blessings. Sometimes the journey is short, sometimes the journey is mad long. Keep going. Don't give up. Okay? So that's the first message. Yeah, shine your light. You're good. You're good. If you decided you wanted to take this route, that's the route you're supposed to take. Once you know that you are making it from your most authentic part of yourself. That's the first message that God wants us all to know. Not because it's hard. It doesn't mean that you chose wrong. Or not because you're losing things or people that you didn't intend. It doesn't mean that you chose wrong. Not because you gained things or people that you didn't intend to. It doesn't mean that you chose wrong. Because with me, I just wanted to be a humanitarian. I wanted to be a musician. But although it's like my life took a detour, because it's like this kind of fight, I didn't know this shit was going to come to me. But hey, I'm in it and I still feel the same way about my goals. So if it means going down into the gully, climbing up over the hills, walking through quicksand, if it means trotting through forests filled with gas vents coming up, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I want what the fuck I want, period. And I shall have it. So, oops, I turned that wrong. Yeah. From hell or hot water or high water, whatever they be saying, keep going. God didn't make a mistake. If you met it on your journey, it's meant for you to overcome, because there's a lesson in it for you. It's meant to help your growth in one way or the other. I look every time I blow my nose because I want to know what the fuck is going on with my body. Okay, so if you see me looking, that's the reason why. If my mucus color change, I want to know. If there's blood, I want to know. So yes, I look, because they're doing stuff to me and I don't want them to be doing stuff to me. So I'm gonna try my best in the middle of the storm to take care of my health as best as possible. Apparently the reason why they're hitting me with these fumes is so that they can ruin my ability to sing. That's how you know you're good. But I'm a survivor. Shit, if somebody's afraid of my talents, that means you need to step your fucking game up. How about that? You have to be glad somebody's holding good standard, because now that Whitney Houston dead and Mariah Carey ain't really singing like that anymore, all our greatest vocalists, they kind of gone quiet. Everybody's just coming out and just making noise. Nah, blood, there's a difference between making noise and singing. Okay? All our actual singers, Patti LaBelle, Anita Baker, fucking Stevie Wonder, Luther Vandross, what's them? The one that sing "Change is Gonna Come." That one. You just name it. Everybody from back then, especially the blues singers and all them people, is like, those were singers. Okay, I don't know what the fuck we got today. But if y'all gonna decide to behave mediocre just because you don't have no competition, then when competition rise, you deserve it. Because that's fuckery. If you're gonna do something, put in your best or sit the fuck down. How about that? But y'all wanna see people with their talents and you wanna cut them down. Instead of pulling up your shit, instead of stepping up your game, you wanna cut them down so that nobody look like they're better than you. Fuck off with that. Be afraid. Nonsense. Jealous bitches. Get the fuck out my face. Stay in your bumbleclot lane. I remember Malika's father, Jacky, told me, "Oh, you want to be a singer?" He was like, I don't remember his exact words, but he was trying to discourage me. He was saying like, I don't remember what his exact words were, and I don't want to misquote him, but the message, the general message was, I can't do it. And now look. These people who run these industries, they wish they could get me to join their record labels. It's because they know that I know what the fuck they do. Look at Diddy's situation. They wanted me up in there so they can hold me out too. That's what they wanted. Eh? And so that they could put me in debt too. Work me like one workhorse, and then they're getting 85 to 90% of my money, and then I'm getting like 10%. And I'm the one with the talent. I'm the one that's doing all the work. And then with the money that I have, I can't decide to do what I want. So I can't help my community because I'm under contract. Then I don't have creative. I don't have my own creative creative freedoms, because obviously they don't want people to be singing conscious music, and they don't want people to be building up the people. You know, they want me under contract so they can control me and tell me what to do. Fuck you and your contract. I'm a free being. Yeah. And that's how I will remain. But Jack I them people, they wish they had me on their bomberclad team so they can make money out of me and use me and my beauty and my gifts in the way that they want, which is to solve the darkness. So you see, you had treasure in the palm of your hand, Mr. Allen. You had a superstar. You say you want your son to bring home a rich girl, and instead he bring home me. Motherfucker, I'm a superstar. Period. Even without being on a stage, I was a superstar. When you knew me, I was a superstar, and I'm still a superstar, and I'll be more of a superstar in the future. Congratulations. You wanted me gone? I'm gone. I'm not good enough for your family? No problem. Look at your granddaughter. Your granddaughter is a testimony of my parenting, because your son didn't help me to raise Malika. I did that all by myself with God guidance. My mother didn't help me. Nobody helped me to raise Malika. And look at Malika right now. I'm sure Malika is doing better than most of your grandchildren. Them, and no disrespect to them, but let's give credit where credit due. And Malika isn't shining as she is because I'm telling her to do this and do that. I put the groundwork and Malika take it from there, and Malika is shining like the bright star that she come from. Yeah, I'm angry. Me don't want disrespect you too much, but you can understand I'm angry. I'm hurt because y'all disrespected me. Y'all disregarded me. Y'all betrayed me. Y'all tried to destroy me. I'm allowed to be angry, and I'm allowed to express. You weren't holding your tongue, cause when you say it right in front, when you said it, I was right there. I expected Jacky to bring home a rich girl, instead he bring you. Gee, thank you for the vote of confidence. Yet I am the same one. When your blood daughter leave her children, I took up those children, not knowing how to mother anybody, being a first time mother myself. Nobody teach me how to cook. Nobody teach me how to clean. Nobody teach me how to look after children and whatnot. Yet I took up the responsibility of those 3 young boys, and I looked after them so much so that people believed that those children were mine. But that don't mean nothing to you. That don't mean nothing to you and your people. I was still just a sack of shit. Thank you. Don't worry. Because I was never a sack of shit to me. I've always loved me. And I've always believed in me. And I will always. You never cheat by your son, but that didn't mean anything. You never go around the place chatting your business to anybody, but that never mean anything. I've never disrespected any of your people in your family, but that didn't mean anything. Chanel got to go. Okay. Three more. Alright, so we got reconciliation at the bottom of the deck. So the first message was whatever choices you made in life, just stick with it. It doesn't matter what the consequences are, you're fine, you're on target, whether you're of the darkness or you're of the light. Because God made good and God made evil, and God saw that it was perfect, and it is perfect because we balance out each other. So just represent for your fucking side. Period. Okay? Do you. So we got reconciliation at the bottom of the deck. It says this relationship, friendship, or partnership can be saved. So now the question is reconciliation with what? Let's find out. As we dig in, we'll have clarity. It could be reconciliation with your destiny by you getting back on track. Like it said, just let go and enjoy. You know? Don't look back like you made a mistake. You didn't make a mistake. You didn't know that if you move this, like the house of cards, you didn't know if you move this card that these would drop down. Oh, Jenga, that's a better one. You didn't know if you move this Jenga piece that, check out Jenga, the game, if you want to know what I'm talking about. But you didn't know that if you move this Jenga piece, it would make this come crumbling down and this come crumbling down. But you pulled it out because you felt like that was the right decision to make, and this came tumbling down, that came tumbling down. Is still the right decision to make. So instead of worrying about whether or not you should have done it, you've already done it. So just decide, what do I do about this that tumbled down, that tumbled down? Because it's already down. Let it go. Okay? Continue to build. Do your best with what you got. So it could be reconciling with your destiny, your journey. Don't lose sight. Okay, so we got wake up call regarding your automatic negative thoughts when there are new doors that are actually open for you. So this is reconciliation with you and your journey. You already did it. Don't stand behind the door and cry about it. Move. Don't look at the pieces trying to pick them up. Don't be holding on to what God is trying to take away from you, because you're stopping yourself from going through your new door. Okay? Yeah, so wake up call. You are about to discover your life purpose. Exactly. And then automatic negative thoughts. You are learning to take charge of the thoughts you choose to give life to. So that's reconciliation with your higher self, your stronger self, your smarter self. A new door. Your prayers have been answered, and a new door is being held open for you. No matter what you see drop off or what you see add on, that's the door. Keep going. And the underlying issue is the reconciliation. This relationship, friendship, or partnership, or business ship, whatever kind of ship, can be saved. Okay? So whatever it is that you're going, yeah, you getting back on track. There's still a chance for you to get back on track. So that's what can be saved. You reconciling with your direction, your chosen direction, your dreams. Okay? What you truly want. You're good. Stop wasting time. So we got intuition, exactly. So you were following your intuition. So reconciliation with your intuition. You didn't make a mistake. You were listening to the highest part of yourself. Keep going. You are learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. But you're kinda lagging a little bit. So God is saying, you cool, man, go on. Here we got recognition. It says someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do. Could that be yourself? You need to give yourself credit. Let's see. Yeah, yes, it is yourself. It says metamorphosis. So you're changing. Metamorphosis is uh like transforming. It's kind of like, let me read it. It says, like the caterpillar that emerges from its cocoon, you are about to get your wings. So that's metamorphosis. So you're changing, and therefore, if you're changing course, then some things are going to be moved out the way. Some things are gonna be added. You're gonna see different scenes and have different experiences. Things will not just stay the same. It doesn't make any sense. But that's the human brain for you. But we're here to tell you, yeah, physically. So if you've been thinking it subconsciously and then you just push the thought away, God want you to know, just keep going. You're all right. Just keep going. Okay? It's like, can you hear me now? You couldn't hear yourself. You didn't get the dream messages. You didn't hear your brethren or somebody when they were talking to you. Like, do you hear? Can you hear us now? Felt like something's turned over. So let's get your next message. People want life to be a bed of roses. It is a bed of roses, and rose bush, and thorns. Sometimes you're laying on the petals. Sometimes you're hiding in the bushes. Sometimes you're stepping on the motherfucking thorns. But it's cool. Take your foot off. And if there's a piece in your foot, just dig that sucker out. Rub it a couple times. Put some antibacterial agent on there if you have to. Put on your shoes and hop forward. You're good. Hop forward until it heals, because it will heal with the right care. There's something in the air now. I can sense it. One more time. And let me open the door a little bit. This is here because I don't want y'all to see too much, just in case. We wear short shorts. And why is my clothes on the wrong side? Is because this side feels better than these motherfucking all that. I don't like those. And I don't have no tolerance for them right now, so I put it on the smooth side because I deserve it. It's only common sense. Okay, so let's see. Alrighty. So, we got sibling rivalry. So, fighting with others. So, this could be talking about actual siblings, or it could just be talking about like different battles that may come out of the decision that you made. Okay? It's a part of it. Because me right now, I'm in a sibling rivalry with the secret society. That's basically what it is. They want my gifts, and I said, nah, fuck you. So they're like, okay, fuck me. I'm gonna fuck you up. And I'm like, nah, 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 nah. Who's gonna run this down tonight? The creator. That's who. The creator and its delegates. We are. Yeah, I tell you, we are. Yeah. say the industry was like, I want to marry you. I'm like, you don't love me. They're like, but I want to marry you anyway. I'm like, you're gonna treat me bad. And like, yeah, we are. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly why I don't want to be with you. Fuck off. All right. So we got divorce. So that's basically you're breaking up with people. It could be uh, sisters, brothers, mother, father, friend. Could be workplaces. It could be potential workplaces, as in my case. It could be whoever. It's just you. There's a separation between you and people that you probably didn't want to separate from. They probably didn't want you to separate from, but because of the choice that you made back there, this is the result. Okay? The underlying issue is the black sheep. It's like, I gotta go. I'm different now. I don't fit in anymore. So you don't fit together anymore. The black sheep, you got child or children, and healing, exactly. So you're maturing, you're growing, you're making progress. All right? But we got stubbornness of the elder. So you're stubborn because you're set in your ways. But that shit is gone, passed away. Let it go. Ooh, we got maturity coming out in the reverse. It's like, why are you going backwards? You should be this way. Okay? It's time for this shit. And look, we got cycle end coming out in the reverse as well. Let it go. Because you're just causing yourself mental disturbances. Okay? You're just frustrating yourself and you're frustrating the people that you're trying to hold on to. It's time for you to deal with some self stuff. So this may be self-employment. This may just be being single. Whatever it is, it's just all about you. Okay? It's time for you to deal with you. I heard, look, yes. Betrayal. So if people say that by you making the decision you make that you're betraying them, that's not your fault if they choose to interpret it like that, because at the end of the day, you're only doing what you feel is best for you. And it is your responsibility as a human being to do what is best for you, period. It's not going to be in everybody's best interest all the time. You cannot please everybody all the time. When you choose you, sometimes the people you don't even want to get hurt, get hurt. That's just how it goes. So don't betray yourself by going backwards. Because by you going backwards, you stunt not only your growth, but the growth of the people around you. Y'all just gonna stay in the same spot, going around and around in circles, not making any kind of progress, and not being happy. So, it's time to let go. Because you're frustrating yourself, you're frustrating the people and the people that you're supposed to link up with, they're being frustrated too, because you're throwing the balance. You're throwing off the balance. So this is much bigger than you, because we are a human family, you know what I'm saying? So you're throwing out the balance for the good guys and the bad guys and yourself. So alright, keep going forward. Make your apologies or whatever you have to do. Explain yourself. They don't have to accept your apology or your explanation, but at least when they look back in the future, they can say, well, at least you did try. Okay? But you gotta go. Period. I gotta do this. Period. And just know that I love you and I have to do this. Okay? And I do wish you well. And in any way that I can help you, I will definitely be there to help you. Because I do love you. But this is it. Maybe tough for them to hear. But one day they will grow up and they'll respect your words, okay? Because God has a way of then putting them through a similar circumstance that you're now in, just so that they can feel things from your perspective and have to maneuver themselves through the matter like you now have to. So don't worry about everything. Just do your part and let God and its delegates do the rest. time and experience. Let time and experience do the rest. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to do, the universe will always provide what you need. If you don't have what or who you need, is because you don't need it. You think you do. You don't need it and you don't need them. You only think you do. That's how this works. God and its delegates. Its delegates would be whoever God inspires. Because sometimes people who don't even know you, they'll just bless you just because God put it in them to bless you. Okay? So you never know who could be your savior. Your best friend could be your worst enemy, or sometimes your worst enemy could be your best friend. Don't try to play God in your life. Just trust the process. Do what you can, leave the rest. In time, all will be well. And in more time, all will be just a memory. And y'all know how I feel about time, so don't give me that 70, 80, 100 year bullshit. Humans are capable of living for thousands, millions, infinite amount of time. Okay? Yeah. I know I sound crazy, but that's my fucking truth. Right? And not looking like no bumbleclot raisin either. Looking sexy like me. Sexy and fit. We need to learn how to care for ourselves. Self-care deck. So don't tell me nothing about time is running out. Fuck all that. That's what makes you old and that's what makes you die. Because you spend all your time worrying about how much more time you have. What do you know? You don't know. You know what they tell you. What do they know? They don't know. The blind leading the blind. Because if some people can only live till they're 80 something and die, 90 something and die, and some people could live well into 120 something years, 130 something years, 140 something, who's to say when it stops? This is my logic. So just keep going. Just keep looking after yourself and let life keep looking after you, period. Forget this age thing. Because Babylon system, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They want us to rush because all they think about is money and power and control. When we rush, we either end up in jail or end up sick. Or end up mentally confused and burnt out. End up in their mental institutions or in their hospitals or in their jailhouses and shit. They don't give a fuck about us. One more time. Who's gonna understand not? God's got me in training, you guys. That's why I'm doing this thing like this, okay? I think my training right now is, can you listen to me? I don't think I'm doing too bad. Yeah. It's like, move this one. No, put it back. Psych. Move this one. So we are just chill at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's not that serious, bro. Just chill out. You know? Keep your blood pressure down. create a personal self-care routine for yourself on paper, on some kind of a chart, and put it somewhere you'll be sure to see it. I created that because for me it's like, what are all the things that are bothering me? I know my knees, so on my list I'll have like exercise my knees. I have to do some exercise for my belly, which I don't do, but I should. Exercise my belly. I know I need to exercise so that this part here doesn't get all wrinkly and shit. And I need to exercise so that this part here doesn't get all wrinkly and shit. I see it coming in sometimes. I'm like, hey, stop it. Then I'm like, this is a head banger. That's how you build up muscles in your neck and through different kind of activities, okay? I realize too, when you're rinsing out your mouth, like, I don't know if that uses muscle. That does something. But anyway, yeah, and on my routine list, it'll be like looking left, right, up, down, moving my eyes all around and shit like that to keep my eyesight as healthy as possible. Um, Doing a bit of walking, lifting weights so that all this part here doesn't come off flabby and shit. So yeah, the food that you eat, whatever you choose, like people take time to go see certain people, it's just things like that you need to put on your personal self-care routine list. So God is saying, look after yourself, create a personal self-care routine for yourself and put it somewhere you'll be sure to see it, okay? And try your best to follow it as best as possible. All right, we got as the underlying, meditate in silence. So just turn off everything and just spend some time just breathing and chilling out, and pay attention to any images that appear to you or any words that you might just hear randomly, and try to decipher when it's somebody fucking with you and when it's actually a message from somebody worth listening to, and all these type of things, because you know telepathy is real. I don't care if I look like a crazy person. That's why God chose me for the job. They already say I'm crazy, so shit. See, they've been hiding. This system has been hiding a lot of vital information from we the people about who and what we truly are. Because by hiding this information, it keeps them at the top. They think they think that by hiding this information, it gives them an advantage over us. They tried it with me on a large scale. Like when I was growing up, they didn't teach me jack shit, and they thought, ooh, this is how we're gonna get her for sure. Because I think that the people in power, they know my fortune, they know my fate. They probably saw my star. Okay, these are people who pay attention to the chosen ones and that story. That's the game that they play. Okay, so obviously people like me, they're gonna keep an eye on all of us because we go to their schools. Okay, we use their hospitals, so they got our blood work. So if there's something special about our blood, something special about our personality, you know, uh, all these different psychological checks, it shows who we are. Especially as children, you're being your most authentic self. So they knew who I was. Okay, so in knowing who I am, what they did was they kept teachings away from me. Like I wasn't brought up knowing a lot of things or being taught a lot of things that I was supposed to be taught as somebody's daughter, you know. And they thought that, yeah, that would make them win against me. And especially when it comes to like magic or black magic, or how evil people could be, how much of a liar people could be. Nobody warned me from friends. Nobody gave me no guidance. Nobody told me the importance of school. Nobody taught me how to cook. Nobody taught me how to clean myself. Nobody, I had to figure all that shit out by myself. Nobody taught me about boys and how they behave, and nobody taught me about sex like that. My stepmother had one conversation with me and then that was it. And yeah, so they thought that by holding back all this it always sound like disinformation, but it's all this information from me, they thought that they would capture me. They thought that I would be an easy target, easy to take down when it's time to take me down, because it's like they waited until I became an adult, and then they strike out on me. You know, they sent little tests here and there to see if I'd be willing to stand up against the government and shit like that, and then they realized this girl really ain't afraid. They saw that I was on my shit, even though there were tests or whatever. They're like, yeah, she's an activist, she's a freedom fighter, she's one to keep an eye on. She could be a problem. And so began the next phase of my journey. The let's take that bitch down phase. Yet here I am, praise the Lord, doing exactly what they didn't want me to do, which is to grow and heal and evolve. And not only that, help other people to grow, heal, evolve, put their faith in God. Who's gonna run this town tonight? Who's gonna run this town for life? Yeah. Babylon need to know them place. And we need to know Babylon place too, because we give them too much power. Babylon don't know their place, and we don't know Babylon place. And that's the problem. Babylon need to stay in their place, and we need to put Babylon in their place when Babylon need to be put in their place. Allowing these people to run all over you. You know, if you choose not to stand up for anything, then you have to take whatever come behind that in it. That's basically what this was saying. Just let go and enjoy the ride. You made your choice, now you have to live with it. Claim your art. You made it by the choices you made and the choices you didn't make. The actions you took, the actions you didn't take. You don't get to eat your cake and still have it in your hand, you know? Excuse me. One more time. Are you done playing games with me? No? Okay. God could possibly be doing this so that it can distract the high level magicians who think that they're powerful enough to interfere with what I'm doing in it. So I ain't even gonna argue. Just follow instructions, because there's a lot behind the scenes that I don't see. That's why sometimes when life go how it go, it's better if you just go with the bumbleclot flow, because you don't know what God just saved you from. Learn to just go with the flow. Easy. And I feel that shit one more time. Right here. Here. See now, why you playing with me? See, I feel it here and I feel it down there. But I mostly feel it here. But when I go to move it there and I go to split the deck there, I feel the energy down there. So, Ja, why are you trying to make me look foolish, man? Trying to make me look bad. Making me look bad in front of my audience. Well, our audience. Why are you making us look bad? Okay, so split it here and here. Okay, right. Okay, and then do this and that. Okay, we're good now? Yeah, okay. Oh, look, we got eye exercises. Exactly. Okay. It said left, right, up, down, diagonal, and around. That's what I was just showing you, like to keep your eye muscles strong. So take time to look after yourself. Alright, so we got eye exercises at the bottom of this deck. Let's see what the message is. So eyes, of paying attention, seeing where you're going. Yeah, I had to use my eyes to see that. And some other parts of my makeup. My spiritual and physical makeup. Okay, so we got, okay, so we got winding therapy. We talk about winding and twerking and stuff, but in the context of what we're talking about, the card must be interpreted, okay? It's not a dance reading or anything like that, but let's see where God is going with this. So, winding or whining, and then we got pull therapy. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we got reversal therapy. Spend time upside down. Interesting. And stretch therapy. So I'm getting get out of your comfort zone with this one. Okay? Because it's about the healing. Reiki, energy healing. Okay, so getting out your comfort zone at this time will help with your healing process. Okay? So we got music therapy coming in. And you know, music is all about harmony. Music is all about working together, okay, to make whatever sound. And music is very broad. It's like art. There are no rules to it. People don't have to like your music. It's your music, you know. And then we got the flower therapy. So flowers are gorgeous. Flowers are beauty. They represent beauty. They represent good medicine and shit like that. Just, you know, like the rose petals, the gentleness and all that. Yeah, spend time in nature. So spending time in nature is being in your natural environment. Okay, so being true to yourself. Yeah, because that's where your weight is. What's your talent? What are you actually worth? That's the weight energy that I'm getting. This is about what you're actually worth. So by you allowing yourself to get out of your comfort zone and heal, you will basically create your own music. So you're dancing to the beat of your own drum, and it's gonna create beautiful things. Okay? So this is about making your mark in the world and showing people that you're not afraid to try it on your own. You're not afraid to make executive decisions. You're not afraid to be the emperor of your destiny, no matter where that might lead you to. Okay? So yeah, so the winding energy would talk about like winding up. And then we got pull. So make this one clear to me, Mosai. Okay, so it's the twerking that's sticking out, so it's the shaking things up. Okay, so you pull things to you. Okay, so the twerking is the word that's actually standing out, and you know twerking is shaking your bum kind of like this, and it's like by shaking up your world, you pull things to you. By trying to keep peace in your world, you stay in the same place. Okay, so it's time for shaking up your world so you can pull things to you. And what will you pull in? What will you be pulling to you? You'll be reversing anything that's not going right in your life at this time. All the things that need to be reversed, It's gonna be uncomfortable, so you need to stretch, because when you're stretching, it's like, and if somebody pulls you from side to side, then it kind of hurts and it is uncomfortable. And when you're uncomfortable, the first thing you do as well is stretch. So yeah, it's time to move. That's where your healing is. Okay, it's time to show the world what you're truly worth. It's time for you to show the world that you could be the emperor of your destiny by making hard decisions and sticking to them. Okay, this is not about other people now. This is a time for you to put yourself first without being mean about it. But yeah, apologetically, you're doing it apologetically, but you're being firm about it. Okay, it's like, I'm not trying to hurt you, but I have to do this. Big man thing, big woman thing. Because a lot of people in this world would act like they have power over us. They'll use their position, their bank account, their status, their title, their whatever, to make us feel like we're beneath them. But the truth of the matter is, under God, we are all on the same level. People only have as much power as we give them over us. Sometimes you gotta fight for your right to be yourself. And my enemies, they're trying very hard to convince me that they are the bosses over me. And I am equally putting in the effort to show them that's a lie. God is my master, not you. No disrespect to you. But what God can do for me, you can't do for me. And you can't convince me that you can do for me. Because I've seen what you've done for the other people, and you're not going to do that to me too. I will not be a statistic. In your book anyway. They're going to have to write my name with King David and Moses and Abraham and Isaac and Paul and Jesus and Mary. I'm John the Baptist. I'm them people there. And I'm sticking to it. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, Daniel, you name them. I am those people. Joseph, I am those people. And you see how they treated these people. It's alright. I'll carry my cross. As long as I get what I'm working for in the end, I will carry my cross. Joseph's brothers beat him up near death and dropped him in a well. But God though. One more time. Okay. So we have being your loudest supporter. That should be you, being your loudest supporter. Root for yourself. because other people, they will gladly use you to their benefit, and when they don't want you or need you, they'll just throw you aside, and you'll be like, I thought you loved me, I thought we were friends, I thought. And maybe they do love you, maybe you are friends, maybe they just reach a point in their life like you are right now where you have to put yourself first. No disrespect to you. That's why I don't really get evil people, you know. I mean, I respect y'all, but I don't get y'all because my thing is, even without all the added difficulty, life is already hard. So it's like, why you gonna come put all them other extra nonsense on us? You know? It don't make no sense. Like, it's already hard trying to get two people to come together as one in harmony. It's already hard to get a family, blood relatives, or even a country, or the human family to come together. It's like we already have enough problems, we have enough difficulties. Like, why? Why are you just making it harder? We don't really need your services right now, evil man. You know, when we get bored, when things get too quiet, then go right in and do your thing. But for right now, like, take a chill pill. You know, sheesh. Let's fix what we got going on. Listen, yeah, you see these children that they're turning into like trans and all these things. Just know that in the next, let's see, when they come to consciousness, when they get to about, let's say, 30, so that would probably be like in the next 25 years or so. In the next 25 years or so, just know we're gonna be living some very interesting times, because just think back on your own self and when you came to consciousness. Okay, when we were younger, people were doing things to us, and it's like we let it slide because we were not so conscious, we were not self-aware, we were not aware of the world, aware of like right and wrong like that. But there came a point in time where we look back and I was like, oh my God, that was abuse. Oh my God, that was wrong. Oh my God, And these children that they're confusing regarding their gender identity and the other things that they're using, the other philosophical war games that they're playing with these children's mind, they're going to come to awareness. My teacher did that to me. They said XYZ, and the teacher went along with it and was teaching us this nonsense. Like, there's gonna be hell to pay. The future is going to be very interesting, I tell you. So the more shit that keep getting piled on, just know that suicide rates and murder rates are going to skyrocket. But then that's probably what the enemy want: kill, steal, and destroy, so that they could put them in jail and get free labor and shit like that. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Let's see how it plays out, because mankind got all kind of plans, but God got plans too. Now would be a good time to get into like psychology and stuff. Plan for the next 25 to 30, 40 years of your life, yo. It doesn't matter how old you are, live. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Okay? So the card we got to come out is helping you with your bath, and that's about cleansing. When you're having a bath, it's about cleansing yourself. It's about soaking. Okay, and when you soak, everything that needs to get loose, it gets loose, and it gets washed away. So it's cleanup time. Yeah. And then at the bottom of the deck, we got being creatively spontaneous. So that's like just doing what you gotta do. Nobody needs to know your plans. Spontaneity. You don't even need to know your plans. You just need to know what you feel and what you know you should do, and just do the shit. Because the more people know your plans, is the more opportunity they have to interfere with them. Okay? When you catch them off guard, yeah, take over your own battles. So this is all about us. Showing appreciation in word, deed, and service. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate your destiny. Don't let anybody stand in the way. Yeah. Being a keen listener. And look, chilling together in silence. So listen to yourself. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your God within, or whatever it is that you believe in. If it's your angels or what the other stuff. There's something in the air again, boy. These people are killing me. I need some fresh air again. Hold on. And it's like there's crap inside and there's crap outside. So if I leave my door open for too long, there's some bad smells that come up from the drain. I don't know if that's the setup by the enemy or if that's just a lack of care for this place. But I need to deal with it. So I can't leave the door open for too long either. So just work with me, you guys. Please and thank you. So yeah, it's cleanup time. Time to clean up your life, time to clean up your mind, time to clear your path towards your future. Okay? Now is a time to be selfish, not selfless. Life is about balance. Usually we're selfless by putting our family first, or putting our children, putting our bosses, our husbands or wives first. Not in these times. Now is the time for you to make sure number one is quite alright. Because if number one is alright, then everybody else, believe it or not, they will become fine too. If you're not okay, you will not be able to give the best of yourself to anybody. And when you finally wake up, you're gonna have regrets that instead of following your dreams, you chose to try and make somebody else happy by not going after your dreams, or by half stepping when it comes to your dreams. So God says claim your heart. So whatever choices you choose to make, whatever arise out of those decisions, claim it. Don't try to run away from it, because there's nowhere to run. You did it. You made the choice or you didn't make the choice. And this is where we are. This is how I know I tap into a lot of boss energies, Because before, when I first started to read tarot, I used to get the energy from people like they're afraid of my methods, and they're afraid, like they're thinking like my advice is rubbish. Nah, if my advice scares you, it's because you're in the wrong place. You don't belong here. Because you don't become the top of any company or the founder of anything if you cannot make tough decisions. Sometimes you have to be seen as the monster. Okay? You need to say, fuck everybody else's feelings. This is what we gotta do right now. Leaders. That's the type of people that are in my soul family. It make us seem like we're cold. It make us seem like we don't care. But the truth is there's a time to care and there's a time to not care. That's the difference. And although we know how to not care, we also know how to care. So give us our credit when it is time to give us our credit in it. We've been caring all this while up until this point. And we reach a point where we realize different decisions need to be made now. And that means I'm going to step on a few toes. I'm going to make some people unhappy and so on and so on. But at the end of the day, it's the best decision for me. Because everybody else is making the best decision for them. Boss shit. Boss lady and boss man vibe. Okay? If it's too scary for you, then maybe you're in the wrong class here. One more. Because they used to make me question myself, like, am I the one that's chatting shit? I don't think so, because nothing else makes sense to my brain. Shit, I don't know how your brain function, but it works for me. I'm giving you formulas that I use myself, okay? Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we got monies. Monties. Hang on. So money could actually be talking about currency. It doesn't have to be actual money. It's just currency. Currency could be goods and or services, physical and or spiritual. Okay, so it's like kindness could be a currency. So let's keep our minds wide open to see what God is actually talking about in this reading. Okay, it could be money, it could be your talent, it could be just your kindness, it could be your loyalty, it could be anything. It's currency. Your reputation, and that other deck was talking about your reputation. It was talking about your weight. What are you worth? Now they talk about net worth. Your net worth begins with your own worth. You see it? How brave are you? How wise are you? How diplomatic are you? You know? How much self-belief do you have? These are all currency. Your weight. Because your net worth is only talking about how much money you have. Okay, I just heard somebody telling me to shut up. You need to leave the class. Because you're an idiot. Okay? Maybe you already know this stuff. Everybody doesn't. So if I'm talking too much things that you don't want to hear, maybe you're advanced. Maybe this is not the class for you. Okay, so your net worth, when they talk about net worth in this system, is talking about how much money are you worth. But there's another measurement that people place on you that the system doesn't highlight, and it is who you are as a leader. Are you capable? Okay, and leaders are those who are capable of making those tough decisions and not looking back. It's not that you don't care, but you trust your intuition. At the time, I felt like that was the right decision to make. I made that decision, and this is where it landed us. Now, instead of thinking maybe I should have made a different decision, it's better we decide what are we going to do about where we're at now. That's what we need to focus on, okay? And it still doesn't mean that you made the wrong decision. So people around you may think you made the wrong decision, but it's because they don't understand God's formula. They don't understand the process, okay? Because sometimes you have to step backward to go forward, okay? The road to success, people want it to be like this, but it's not. Sometimes it go like this, it go like this, it go like this, this 4 or 5 times, and then you go like this, and then you go like this, and it bring you all the way back to where you began, and take you forward again, carry you around a few times, and then take you forward. And you know how many things you've learned, how many people you've come into contact with on that journey. So when you do get to your destination, you're very well equipped to stay there. You have staying power because you've had to make a lot of difficult decisions along the way. So you've picked up a lot of lessons along the way. You've met a lot of people, so you've been networking. People been seeing you and how you handle things. So you got networks that you don't even know you have. Keep your mind open. So to that person that was telling me, shut up, go and suck your mother. I think you're the only one that's here in this class. And everybody's not at the same level of intelligence. So if I feel like speaking these things to the people who are here, allow me. If you don't like it, turn me off. Get off my channel. Idiot. Moo. I feel better now. Because I heard the shut up, and I was gonna just move on and not address the person, but it's like I couldn't move on. So I was like, okay, let's address this idiot then. So I had to say something. God wouldn't allow me to move on until I address whoever the fuck that was. Get the fuck out of here. It's like I can hear you from all the way over here. Mumu. sorry. One more thing, sorry. This is my life now. This is what comes with the decisions that I've made up until this point, guys. We have to deal with it. You should see how they had this house rigged for their dirty fumes. They're smart. They use their intelligence for nonsense. I bet they were in their bio lab making this shit. And that's why that bio lab went up in flames. Y'all need to read the science here. Warning, warning, warning. You think you're safe, you and your loved ones? Safe from who? Listen, all the angels haven't fallen from grace, you know. Some of them are still around doing what they're supposed to do on God's behalf. And they're coming to get you, evil man and evil woman. Yeah. Ready or not, here they come, you can't hide. Yes, they're gonna find you. And Lauryn Hill, add Lauryn Hill to that list of beautiful vocalists, you know. God is gonna find you. Oh, look at what I did. Okay, let's keep going. God is gonna find you. Don't take it so lonely. Alright, you're just gonna have to watch your life wither away slowly. Year by year, you'd be scrambling trying to get up. And God's just sitting back and watching you like, I hope I get to see it too. So we got studio come out, and studio is a place of creation, isn't it? Any kind of studio you have, you go there to create. All right. And inheritance, so the result of your creations, claim your art. Okay, this is yours. All right, the underlying issue, we have promiscuity. All right, so let's see where God is going with this. And psyops. Okay, so a lot of psyops. So promiscuity talks about a lot of sexual encounters, or a lot of interactions in this case, because it's not a reading about sex. It's just a lot of interactions that are just psychological operations. That's what psyops is. So it's like what you see is not what is actually there. Okay, so that's like manipulation, illusion, shit like that. God is like return to sender. Yeah. So what we got going on here then? Studio and inheritance. The underlying issue is all the psyops, all the pretense, all the games that people want to play with you. Is like return to sender. Yeah, sabotage. Yeah, so it's like you're gonna get your inheritance. We got good times, dreams, messages from the divine head creator. God is like, I said you're going to be blessed. Expect good times. Okay? They're just trying to interfere with your vision of the future. Dream simulation interference. So there's dreams from the divine, and there's the psyops from humankind, enemies of your progress. Whether they're friends or foes, they're enemies of your progress. Even if they're just being selfish, they're enemies of your progress. Whether intentional or unintentional, they're enemies of your progress. Period. Okay? So if you put in the work, God said, studio, if you create it, you will inherit. So go after your dreams. They're gonna try to make you believe that it won't work. A whole bunch of psyops. So all when you're doing something like, let's say you're a farmer and you go out and you plant a whole bunch of seeds and whatnot, they'll probably come and try to dig up your seeds or something. Or if your crops already started growing, they'll come and probably pour some chemical on there to make them stop growing and make you feel like you chose the wrong path. You did not. Keep going. If they take out your seeds out the ground, plant some new ones. It's a part of your destiny. God is trying to teach you something through your enemy's actions. What they meant for evil, God meant it for good. And I'm talking about those of the light and the darkness right now. Because it's about the warfare, period. It's warfare. Okay? So God said if you put in the work, you're going to get what you're supposed to get. It doesn't matter what they throw in your way to throw you off. It doesn't matter what lies they tell. It doesn't matter how they sabotage your progress. Just keep going. Okay? And take what you can get from the experience. Use it as an opportunity, because all this fume attacks and stuff, I've just been learning what I've been learning from it. I've learned about how the body reacts when there's a when it's being attacked in that way. I've learned methods on how to kind of minimize the damage. Okay, so take what's good out of the situation and leave the rest. Let God deal with it. Let go and let God. Okay, so we got unmarked trail, revelation. So yeah, revelation, being able to see things being revealed. What was unseen is now seen, and it's like somebody needed to hear over and over again that you just need to stay on your path. Don't let anything or anybody deter you. As long as you stay on your path, you will reap the rewards. It doesn't matter all the rigmarole that they put you through. Just stay on your path. So it look like we have some hard-headed students here. It's okay. God's got you. Alright, so we got possibility for union. Okay. Sky bridge. So it's like connecting. I feel like networking. Alright, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We got gestation period. Okay, so what this is telling me is when it comes to having the people that you need with you and having the things that you need, you only don't have them now. It doesn't mean that they won't ever come. Gestation period is like a time of rest, downtime. Okay, let's read on. Gestation period and obstacles. There's that psyops and all the sabotage and all that shit. I said don't worry about it. The possibility for union is there. You will have what you need. You will have who you need. This message has come out before, like over the last couple of weeks. God had to tell us the same thing, but now it's like, well, somebody had to get the message, but now God is telling everybody this is how the shit works. Okay? Anyhow. So God says, in spite of all the obstacles, you got this sacred contract. So that's that divine dreams from Godhead Creator. This is saying, I told you you're gonna get what you need and who you need. You're gonna know what you need to know. Trust that. Because by coming into union with me, by deciding to stay on your path, that is how we solidify and honor our contract. It's by you staying on your path. And by you doing what you're supposed to do, God will do the rest. The universe will do the rest. That's how this works. Okay? So somebody needs to hear that message again. No problem. We got you. So, have confidence in your magic. Do your best and let the universe take care of the rest. It will happen. Be still. Meditation and stillness. Don't worry about anything. There's an abundance. You don't need to worry about nothing. We have enough people for everybody. We have enough things for everybody. We have enough ideas for everybody. Don't worry. So even if somebody's stealing whatever, or however they choose to sabotage you, don't worry about a thing. None at all. It's the time for change, and that's it. Herald of change. It's like, this is what's happening, and nobody can stop this. Except for you, if you choose not to take your rightful place and stand your ground. And if you won't do it, God will just move your ass and put somebody else in your place to do it. So your life is yours to live as you choose. Because God is not going to make the rest of us suffer for a long time just because you refuse to get on your right path. Ain't nobody got time for that. So you ain't stopping nobody's destiny but your own, really. You don't do somebody else's will. So you can choose to accept your calling or don't. It's up to you. But whatever comes out of each choice, you just have to live with it. One more time. Okay, so we got imagination. As a man or woman thinketh, so is he or she. Okay? So mind the thoughts that you're choosing to give life to. The other deck over there told us this. So it's like God is repeating the messages God has already said. Because like I said, there's some people here with a very hard noggin. Okay? Your head hard. Or you're a person of very small faith. Even smaller than a mustard seed, apparently. So God is like, can you hear me? Do you believe what I'm saying? Are you believing what you're hearing right now? Because this is how it goes. It came out before. I'm going to make it come out again. Because it's like repeat messages throughout. So it's like, how many ways do you want me to say this? Alright, if you want to be hard-headed, that's up to you. So yeah, imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. You not only have to embrace and nourish, but you also have to filter. Don't believe every silly thought that you have. Remember, we were all birthed on this earth as generally an empty vessel. We're here to learn. And we live in a society where those who teach us have taught us a lot of things that are not so, because they themselves are also students. Some of it is done deliberately, some of it we were taught accidentally. So it's for us to take up the responsibilities to sift through those things that we believe to be true, those philosophies, ideologies, and formulas that we believe to be true. Just check through them. Just make sure that it is how you have it in your mind. Okay? Some of it we were deceived deliberately. Some of it we are being deceived because somebody got the wrong interpretation or the wrong understanding of an element of life that they were studying. Or it could also be that at that time, their truth worked for what was going on in life at that time. Because every couple of years, society itself changes in a very distinguishable way. So we have to make sure that we're always up to date. Our information is always up to date and working. Like for some people, tradition and culture. Some of them traditions and cultural practices, they need to be dropped. Okay? In order for our people to move forward. So, filter. It's a time of great change, and change will not come if we keep doing the same things over and over again. So it's either we get in line with the change or we get left behind. Find ourselves at a disadvantage. So, we got humor, seeing the lighter side of life. It says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. So whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're going through, don't take it too seriously that you can't see your way forward. Okay? If something that you're dealing with has hurt you or confused you in any way, don't be so upset and hateful in the situation, or confused or disappointed that you can't see your way out of that pit of despair. Okay? Lighten up. Put your thinking cap on so you can keep moving forward. Make good decisions. Yeah, look at the bottom of the deck. Worry. Don't be too worrisome, man. Relax. Worry about your purpose and judgment. The judgment of others, or the results that come about from you making it. From you making the decisions that you need to make as the leader of your life. Have peace and have patience with what you might see as failure. It's not that serious. Yes, it might be lonely sometimes when it comes to your friendships, because sometimes you're right there, people are right there, but pride and courage might hold you back. Because you want to maintain these relationships. But your growth and your health is at risk. Your growth and your health, you need to be concerned with it. Empathy is being able to see the situation from both sides. So don't just care about your people and what they want. Look at yourself and what you need. So your growth, yeah. So you can get success. We got surrender to change. Surrender to change. It'll bring you balance. And we got this message before in another deck. Okay? So lighten up. Lighten up and be sturdy in your decisions. Be kind to your people. Apologize to who you have to apologize to. But do not create a situation where you have to apologize to yourself in the future for not making the decision that you could have made to make your future turn out as best as it was, as best as it is destined to be. Because like the second deck said, the doors are being held open for you. So the doors to your future, they're there being held open for you. The question is, are you going to walk through that door? And when you walk through the door, are you going to turn back? Are you going to allow people and things and circumstances, fears, confusion, pride make you turn back? That's the question. Okay, we got 3 more decks to bring you messages from, and then we're all done. Ask and it shall be given. One more time. Too much. Okay, so we got intelligence at the bottom of the deck. So we got self-mastery, aka leadership shit, boss vibes, okay? And focus. Don't let anybody hold you back. That's your mission, to live your best life. Sometimes you're gonna have to make decisions that other people don't like. But by you allowing yourself to heal and grow and evolve, you encourage others to heal and grow and evolve. Or else you will all stay in that same position for many, 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 many years. And then you look back and say, look how I wasted my life. I could have done this. I could have achieved this by this age and this stage. And I chose not to. I wasted my life with you doing X, Y, Z. Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? It's yours. It's going to be yours because you chose. That's what you chose. So it's not their fault, it's your fault. Claim your art. Whatever kind of future you end up with, It's what you chose. It's the accumulation of the choices that you made up until that point. So if you don't like your life right now, in the past, it's an accumulation of all the decisions that you made in the past up until this point. So are you going to continue to make bad decisions, or are you going to start to clean up? Bath time, self mastery time, and focus. Focus on self mastery. It's all about our choices. The underlying issue we have here is defamation. And in a way, you are defaming yourself by not being true to yourself. You know that's not what you want, but because you don't want to disappoint your mommy, your daddy, your boyfriend, your boss, your cult leader, your president, your government, your children, whoever, you're choosing to choose what you don't want for yourself. That's defamation, because you're presenting yourself to the world as someone that you are not. So then everybody's gonna see you as whatever you present yourself as, and not what you actually like to be known to be. So nobody will know your true weight, your true worth. Defamation. And it's undeniable, it's rational. What I just said to you is a rational mathematical formula of how you're defaming your own self. So accept it, appreciate it. Yeah, because it's sensible. I like this. And wise. This shit was true. There we go. Forced. That's self-talk. So if you're forcing yourself to be who everybody else wants you to be, that's self-talk. You chose. You chose to walk that way. Talk that way. And then the rest of the world see you as such. You chose to walk that way and talk that way. Yeah, communication. And it's idle. It's stagnating your life. You could have been so far further if you had just chosen to follow your dreams in the first place. But no, you want to follow those you love, those who you think love you. And you've just stalled yourself, stalled your progress. And if you make bad decisions going forward, expect another stallation. So think about it, God says. Contemplate. Right. So how many times God tell you that same Ross Clark message? I'm getting tired of it. Thank God the reading nearly done, because it's like just repeating myself over and over and over again. Two more decks. Yeah, somebody here them hit real hard. So it's like, if you know how to speak Spanish but you don't know how to interpret it, if you speak Spanish to someone, they're gonna respond to you in Spanish. Then you're gonna be like, I don't speak Spanish, but you spoke Spanish. So why you communicating in Spanish if you're not fluent in Spanish? Be who you are, and who you want to be, or who other people want you to be. Just like me, I love French, but I only know a few words. Hey. So I have to stop myself sometimes, or people start talking to me in French, and I'll be like, pardonnez-moi, je ne parle le français. They're gonna be like, meh, meh, meh. like, but what? I don't speak French. I was playing. And that people, that person will be vexed that I wasted their time. You're a fraud. Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I just like French. I wish I spoke it fluently. I think it's sexy. Come on. All right. Okay. Okay. So we got Biafra at the bottom of this deck. So Biafra. You know what? Let's dig in. I don't want to give you my interpretation. All I know is like a kind of union. There's a union energy again. It's like, let's work together. Let's see. Biafra. B-I-A-F-R-A. Biafra. Let's see what they say about Biafra. Biafra, officially the Republic of Biafra, was a partially recognized country in West Africa that declared independence from Nigeria and existed from 1967 until 1970. Its territory consisted of the former eastern region of Nigeria, predominantly inhabited by the Igbo ethnic group. So it's like a group that separated itself from a larger group. Yeah, so Biafra. So in this case, in this context that God has been speaking to us in so far, is talking about your independence. So it's like, yes, you're a part of a whole, but you're also an independent. So learn to be an independent in a whole, within the whole. So you don't have to do everything like everybody. You know, you don't have to follow the crowd, but do try and work in harmony. Yeah. So it's like somebody who declared their independence. All right, let's see. And that's what leaders do. That's what bosses do. You don't become a founder. You don't become a founder of something if you can't go off on your own and make decisions on your own. You can never be a leader if you don't know how to make decisions. You can't be an effective or good or long-lasting leader. You're gonna fall. You don't become a leader today and then, now if you're a coward And you become a leader today, expect to become a coward again tomorrow. Because that's what you are by nature. That's your weight. That's your worth. You can pose as though you're a leader for a while, but after a while it gets tiring, because when shit really starts to come at you, everybody's gonna see who you truly are. You can't pretend to be a leader or a boss or an emperor or empress. You will crumble. Because that's basically what my enemy is doing to me. It's like, okay, you think that you can live without us, you think that you can deny us, you think that you can survive our torture or whatever. I'm like, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And they're like, okay, prove it. And so they hit me with all kind of challenges in my life. They take away all kind of people out my life. They basically outcasted me from society, from my own home country. They get friends and family to work against me. They shut my bank accounts down. They stop me from being able to work. Yeah, and now they're trying to ruin my lungs and my chest, and yeah. So, yeah, be who you say you are. Yeah, Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. It's all about who you are. Be who you say you are. Okay? Don't lie to yourself and don't lie to nobody else. Don't be unknown to yourself. Don't be afraid to be known to yourself, because by getting to know yourself and living in your truth, you allow other people to know you for who you are. And it's either you are or you are not. So, maintain your independence, but also know how to work as a unit. So you don't have to be rude about trying to take your own path through life. You don't want to burn bridges between you and your family, you and your friends, you and your colleagues. Don't burn any bridges that you don't need to. We're on the last deck, y'all. Oh my God. Alrighty, at the bottom of the deck we got new love. Love is out. Okay, we have a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Yeah, the new you. The you actually want to be. The you want people to know you as, but are probably not very confident in doing so, because you know you're gonna ruffle some feathers. Okay? You're gonna have to take some backlash. There's no way of avoiding it. But also remember, in the midst of that negativity, there's a lot of positivity to experience as well, because you're going to be forming new friendships. You're going to be reaching new heights of success. You know, new money, new challenges, so new experiences. You can't be bored in life. New friends, new circles. Metamorphosis. Like the caterpillar, you're about to get your wings. You will love your new self. You just have to have confidence to trust the process. Everybody can't come. Maybe some people will meet you there eventually too. So, but if we are to be honest with ourselves, a lot of us have room for improvement. So like I said before, if we allow ourselves to develop and improve, we will set a good example for those around us who actually want to develop and improve. Because it takes courage to lead out. It takes courage to be the black sheep. It takes courage to be original. It takes courage to start something new. If not new in the whole world, then just new to you and your circle. It takes courage to become a version of yourself that people around you are not used to. This is not for the faint of heart. So I understand why you're skeptical. I understand why you're afraid, and I understand why God had to repeat the same message to you over and over and over again. But take your time. Don't rush. That's one thing I can tell you for sure. It's like build up yourself. Make sure that you're ready. So when you step forward, you already know it's going to be a challenging journey. Accept it. Move on to new heights. Okay? When you've achieved this one, when it's time for you to move on from this one, open up your mind, open up your heart, put your big boy pants and big girl pants on, and move on to what's next in life. Okay? Don't just stay there. And imagine a world where people can live forever. Just keep going. Do not hastily do anything. Do not rush to do anything. Do not discourage yourself from doing anything because you think your time here is almost up. Who tell you that? Whoever tell you that, lie. Because they're not God. Let God decide when your time here is up. Take care of yourself. Like I said before, God said make up your self-care routine to keep your beauty, okay? Keep your health, keep your flexibility, your stamina. Can't be sitting around all day being sad and expect to look beautiful and feel your best. You can't be drinking and eating a whole bunch of shit that you know is bad for you and expect that your body's gonna be in optimal condition. It doesn't work like that, my love. You can indulge in some badness sometimes, but balance it with the good stuff. Because it feels good to be bad at times. But balance. So we've got trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Bam, bam. Trust. Trust in the process. Keep going. No matter what challenges arise out of your choices, they're not mistakes. Keep going. Just deal with what you got to deal with. Do your best. Leave the rest. God will take care of it. It's time for you to come into union with your God, your guides, your ancestors, your archangels, whatever you believe in. It's time to put you and your dreams first. God is calling on you to be a leader, not of other people, unless it turns out that way eventually. But right now, it's definitely God is calling us to be a leader of ourselves, our own destinies, our own fate. Take the power, take the power of our quality of future out of the hands of others. A lot of people aren't gonna like that, but we don't give a FUNK. Okay? Okay. So at the bottom of the deck we have stay optimistic about your love life. Example. Okay. Exactly. So stay optimistic about your love life. This is saying that when you make your decisions, no matter what challenges arise, stay optimistic about the possibilities anyway. Because people that you have to leave behind right now, they just might meet up with you and be like, hey, it's a good thing. I want to thank you for having the courage to believe in yourself. Okay, because if you didn't do that, I would probably still be stuck doing XYZ. Okay, I didn't tell you this, and I was behaving like a jackass at the time when it was happening because it was hurting my feelings and I didn't understand what was going on. But time has taught me, time and experience has taught me that you making that move was a blessing to me. Okay? So stay optimistic. It's gonna be a hard decision, but that's what bosses do. We make hard decisions. That's what leaders do. We make hard decisions. We don't allow our lives to be controlled by our mommies and our daddies and our governments and the secret societies that run them and our bosses. We are our own boss. The only one that can run our life is our God, our guides, the one who have our best interest at heart, not the one who just want to stand up on our shoulder and walk on we like say we are bumper clad stepping ladder. Eh? So I don't want to step up too. If you want to step up, don't step on me. Because I ain't trying to step on nobody. When you take your correct path in life, you don't need to step on anybody. Because I haven't had to step on anybody to get where I'm going. I've been able to express integrity. If people are saying wicked things about me, it's because they are lies. It's because they are lies. I don't have to look over my shoulder at somebody that I've done wrong. The few people that I did do wrong, I made apologies, and I'm willing to accept the consequences of my actions too. I keep my hands clean. I keep my heart pure. So stay optimistic. Anything that's coming towards you is worth waiting for. So this is talking about future. Stay optimistic about what the future holds, man. Trust in the process of what's happening now, and stay optimistic because anything coming is worth waiting for. Yes, you're gonna spend some lonely times. Yes, you're gonna have some regrets. Yes, you're gonna have some thoughts about did I make the right decision. It's okay. Don't be ashamed to ask yourself these questions. But when you're answering yourself, answer yourself with 100% honesty. Is it the best for your future? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. You're not trying to be a dickhead. You're not trying to be a bitch to anybody. You're just trying to create the best the best quality of life that you can create for yourself. And by you being blessed, you're put in a position to be able to bless those that love you and those that you love. That's what you're doing. So it's not just about you, because you love who you love. So obviously if you're winning, they're all winning. That's how this thing goes. Yeah, it's worth waiting for those who will join you, your soulmate. They'll be back. You will link up again. But right now is a time of growth. It's a time of change. It's a shake up time. Okay? So your world, if it's feeling shaken, it's meant to be shaken. Try your best to balance yourself as best as you can. And when all else fails, don't forget to pray. That's an option too. Prayer works. Because God knows we can't do it all by ourselves. It's time for us to know that we can't do it all by ourselves. Okay? Yeah, getting to know each other. So you're showing those who are meant to come and join you in the future who you are by being true to your decisions, by being true to your dreams, your aspirations. You matter. You matter too. And anybody who loves you, they will respect the fact that you should matter to yourself too. Anybody who truly loves you and know how to love properly, because people could love you but they just don't know how to love properly. They're just selfish, but they love you. So let's start by loving yourself. They'll catch up later. Yeah, see, codependency. Codependency will make you not want to leave. Codependency will make you not want to make the right decisions. Codependency will make them not want you to make the right decisions for yourself. Ain't nobody got time for that. It's time to grow up. It's time to develop. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. Playfulness about your future, your finances and career, and your future happiness. Ain't nobody playing. Yeah. Ain't nobody playing about their money. Ain't nobody playing about their success. Ain't nobody playing about their purpose in life. Nobody serious anyway. So, man's got to go, man's got to go. Eh? Woman got to go, woman just got to go. It's either you gonna fall off or you gonna meet me in the future. Either way, you are responsible for the quality of life that you end up having all of your tomorrows. So if that's just tomorrow, the next day, the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year, the next 50 years, it's because of your decisions. I can't live your life for you. So, thank you so very much for watching and joining me. I know this was very long, but the message is very, very inspirational and comforting to anybody who is on the verge of making difficult decisions and taking the opportunity to lead in their own life. Okay? Don't be afraid. You do your best, and the universe will conspire to do the rest. Okay? So, thank you so much. Until next time.